Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 200.
Fireworks. Today is Sunday, January the 18th, and we want to welcome you to our channel. If this is your first time here, it's a good time to start 200.
Yes.
And if you're returning, oh my goodness, there's 200 of these. Thank you so much for being here.
I was looking at the channel and there are actually over 400 videos.
Oh, jeez.
So we've done some other things in there too. We're going to give a little teaser here and say there might be something at the end that would be worth listening to the end for.
Not that you don't already listen to the end. I know you do.
So we know that you guys have a lot of different choices of places that you can go look. We're happy that you've come to join us, and we are back together again today.
Together.
So that means that part of our news for the week is that we are both healthy.
Yeah, that's good. No sniffles here.
What's new with you?
Not a whole lot. We've just been, spending time together as a family. Went and saw my brother. We didn't watch him play in the pool tournament, but we went to the place where he was playing the pool tournament, said hello, and then left, because any place with a bunch of balls that a almost 2-year-old can't touch, not a great place for us to be. So, but other than that, I mean, that's the Bears are doing great. They're playing tonight. That's my husband's football team. So if you have no affiliation, go Bears, I guess. What's new with you?
Well, I'm back at school and working hard, and test season has begun. Not only are we doing testing for ELL, which is what I do,
Sure.
But also there are other tests in the building that the kids have to take. And they have to take them, they're timely. So, I mean, ours is timely, but we have a little more time. So I have been pretty much testing. And I did something to my sciatic on the side that doesn't normally get hurt.
Oh, no.
So it is annoying the snot out of me.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the worst.
But I'm getting there, and it's a little better every day. This is a long weekend, so I get to plant my tush and sit.
Yeah. So that's good.
Okay. Are you ready to jump into this?
Absolutely.
Okay. I did not talk to you about anything, so I don't know what you have and what you don't, but I know you didn't say finishes. So I'm going to start off with finishes and get them out of here. So I pulled this out, Day at the Seashore from Stitches by Ethel. And I have this on a piece of fabric.
All right, there we go.
That's what I know. It was a color that I liked. And there it is.
So pretty.
I chose a couple of overdyes just for some of the bigger areas, and then just went with it. He is so cute. Look at that crab.
I love that crab.
He's hysterical.
He's great.
So yeah. So that was finish number 1 of the year on January 15th. And then, and the next one, I have another finish. And what's funny is that really it was kind of on the 14th, but kind of on the 15th.
Okay.
Because so I'm working on a fishtail from Hands On Design, which was for a Salty Yarns retreat in 2020. So she didn't get to have it. Right. And I had previously done this side panel all the way around. So this time I did the top and the bottom of this piece. And what I mean by kind of on the 14th and kind of on the 15th is that this is what I finished on the 14th. And this is what I finished on the 15th. There's nothing on the bottom. So I'm debating if I want to put something on the bottom, just kind of as a remembrance type thing, because Katie and I bought this on a big trip, and it was a lot of fun, and it would just be kind of fun to have that as a memory thing.
You could do spring break, whichever year it was.
Yes, 2021.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's right.
Those are my 2 finishes for the year so far. And okay, so I did start and finish the one from a fishtail that's called a Wave We Go Pincushion.
Okay.
And I did start and finish that one, but the two of them were under 1,000 stitches each.
Oh, sure.
Why has the one been sitting in my stash since June or July?
Yeah, yeah. I was asked some real questions about why I haven't finished things that I've had for a long time by my sweet little 5-year-old the other day.
Oh my goodness.
Because there are other things to do.
I didn't ask you about stash.
I don't have, well, I did get stashed, but it's in something that I've started that I've
Okay.
already shown. So I got all the stuff for the Heaven and Earth design Sal that I made.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got the fabric and the floss for it.
And I have a little bit of stash, but I'm going to wait till plans to show
Okay.
it because we'll talk about what's going on with it then. And I don't want to talk about all the plans ahead of time. So
Sounds great.
then that means we are ready to start on whips.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. I have, Keisha and I are always talking plans,
Mhm.
always talking
Always
plans. It's our thing.
plans.
And my current plan is Katie and I took 26 projects that we worked on around New Year's.
Mhm.
And this year we decided, kind of like last year, that we did not have to have them done New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So we did not do the crazy switching every half hour. Instead, we gave it a little bit of time. I decided that each project needed to get 100 stitches in it
Okay.
at least.
Mhm.
And they're all done. I am not showing you 26 whips today.
Mhm.
We are playing a game with our friend group, and we talked about it. It's playing cards. And so I decided I'm using my 26 projects for that.
Okay.
So these will be the ones that I have touched during this time period. So A Wave We Go was one of those. The other one was my school project
Okay.
because I thought I can do that at school.
Sure.
I pulled out Rodney from Kathy Barrick. I want you to see how big that stinking bunny is.
He's huge.
He's so gorgeous. And I just chose, this was designed all in NPI silks.
Mhm.
And I instead chose a couple of overdyes for a couple of the things. They had two called for. I'm doing this on a piece of Fabric of the Month from Color and Cotton. Wow, it's really there's
Ooh,
there's the
yeah,
color.
that's perfect.
So, and I put in over 1,000 stitches in that bunny's tush. And that's as far as I've gotten. So it's pretty funny. So I hit my 750. Our challenge group, even though we have specific numbers we have to do, if it's not 750, I'm going on until I hit that. And then
Nice.
I don't move on. So my challenges every week have a little extra in them.
Awesome.
And then another one, this has been making me nuts for a couple of years because I just haven't gotten very much in it. And you know how those things just
Mhm.
frustrate you? Okay, I'll see it. I really will. I may not. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was going to say I may not have it on here because it doesn't really work as a PDF. It doesn't work in Pattern Keeper.
Mhm.
But I am working on Forest from Satsuma Street.
Ooh, love that one.
And previously, I only had part of this center orange tree. Well, 750 stitches, and I suddenly have that one, the little bit that was left on it finished up, and the little, I don't know if that's a tree or a leaf, but the little one there,
Mhm.
and then the great big silly one, which I did go over my 750 because it was so close to being filled in
Right.
that I thought, I'm not leaving this.
Sure.
I'm not leaving this again. So
So cool.
I love that one. And it was fun to pull that out and actually stick with it long enough to see some progress.
Mhm.
Because I also think sometimes just the getting started is hard.
Right. Right.
So that's two. You want to
Okay.
show one?
Sure, I'll show one. So I kind of gave a little preview of this in our last video. I'll have to, I think all the ones I have I have digital pictures for. So a lot of insert picture here. I started on January 1st. I started The Sun by Edvard Munch. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is on a piece of 40 count Mallow from Zweigart. But here is where I am. I am almost 600 stitches in.
Nice.
So, but that's the start of it. I haven't stitched a whole lot the past couple of weeks, and what I've noticed is that if you have an hour to stitch and you have several different colors all in one block, you're only going to get about 30 stitches in that hour. So the progress is slow, but there is progress.
Okay, my next one is In All Things Be Exceedingly Diligent by Needlework Press. And yes, it takes the full cover to get all of that. And I went a little over my 750, and what I put in was this second blue box here.
Okay.
With the little chevrons. And you can see one stray little stitch down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's because my eyeballs were working. This is 38 count.
Oh, sure.
I didn't look at what it is, but it's a 38 count fabric, and I'm doing it 1/2, and my eyeballs could see it. So I thought, I'm going to help future me, and I'm going to put one in. But that's part of one alphabet. That's one whole alphabet.
Wow.
And you can see I haven't even touched this other side. So it's fun. I like stitching on this, and I like alphabets. So that doesn't really faze me.
Yeah.
But this will be, I don't expect this one to be finished this year.
Right.
I would think that Forest could be finished this year. Rodney, looking at the fact that that was over 1,000 stitches that I put in, and that's as far as it went. I'm thinking unless that bunny gets done, that's not getting finished this year. Another Satsuma Street. Let's see if I have this one queued up in here where I can find the PDF. Awesome.
I saw it as you were swiping through.
Okay, the next one I have is Sweet Spring, which they did on this beautiful mint colored piece of fabric. But I'm a purple girl. I think I got it too dark now. I didn't feel like that showed very well. I'm a purple girl, so I am using 28 count flapper from Picture This Plus. Look at that piece of fabric, first of all.
Yes.
And I'm still going to have, oh, sorry, Keisha, I almost got you. A good chunk of it, but I'm getting close. I am done with this side. I've even done the back stitch it's straight stitches that there was. So I just have this side, and there's a little butterfly up there.
Nice.
This will get finished this year with these rotations.
Oh, sure.
As long as I don't get bored of these rotations.
There we go.
I feel like 26 projects is a pretty good number to be rotating through.
Yeah, you're not going to see the same thing all the time.
Yeah. Okay, you want to show another?
I will. So I guess I should have said on The Sun, I'm doing it 1/2. I picked 40 count because I didn't really want to do any more over one stitching on big projects.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm being crinkly. I'm just trying to shove my page back down in there.
Okay. Crinkle away. Speaking of over one, I worked on the pig. This is the thing that my son, because I was talking to him about it, and he's like, "You had that since before I was born?" Yes.
Oh.
Why do you not have it done? Because I wanted to work on other things. And also I've been promising myself for the past couple of years that I was going to finish it. So drink if you've heard, I'm going to finish it this year. So,
I just did.
There we go. Stay hydrated, everyone. But I worked on Flying Pink Piggie. The artwork is by Lisa Victoria. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And here's where it is. I'm trying to fill in this massive pink block right here. I put 200 stitches in on it last night, and it didn't fill the massive pink block. So
is that a new needle minder?
I've had this needle minder, but I haven't had it on this project for some reason. So
that cracked me up when you pulled that out.
I went through yesterday and I was like, I'm just going to go through my needle minder stash and actually put needle minders on everything, because why have the stash if you're not going to use the stash? But here's where I am. This is just on a piece of 25 count white linen. I'm doing it 1/1. And if I hold it back here, the coverage looks really great. So
which is as close as people will stand
that's right.
to see it,
You
right?
can get really close to my project if you'd like to, but
I should have been looking up my next one, although it was easy to find. So my next one is Little Busy Bee from Modern Folk Embroidery.
such a good one.
And I'm doing this on a piece of 28 count spice linen from Picture This Plus. And I did hit the top of it. So yeah, 750 really filled in. I already had the beehive finished. I pulled the border up, so this is the top corner.
Gosh, that fabric is perfect.
I saw someone do something similar, and I just thought I'm gonna do something like that. I pulled this from Stash, and yeah, I just loved it.
It's really striking. I think
So
that's perfect.
thank you. And I have this. I love this so much. I have to show this. I'm not showing you all my bags and things, but this one is in a Winnie the Pooh Love You More sleeve. And it's like
so
Winnie the Pooh
sweet.
and the Blustery Day. Look how cute. Such fun fabric. So, am I supposed to? You
Well,
pull another one.
Two more.
You
Okay.
go.
So, also a focus project I've decided this year is Seaglass by Carolyn Manning. And this is on a piece of 40 count anthracite linen from Witchelt, probably. But
it says it's somewhere in there, but
it says it's somewhere. It doesn't have the orange around the side, so
not Zweigart.
Not Zweigart. But here is where I am on that. I filled in a little bit in this block, and then I've started down here. This has been like a good, I don't have to think too much about it sort of project. Well, it wasn't up here anyway, because I was just filling in. Now I have to actually pay attention. But
I like those. I feel like they're so relaxing.
yeah, so this one has been fun so far.
Okay, I finished up my weekly stitching and had one evening. So I pulled out Pandemic.
Nice.
Which I should be by the end of February, I should be at 50%. And no, I think I hit 2%.
There we go. Perfect.
This is on a piece of 36 count Murtaugh from Fabrics by Stephanie, and I'm using Oxide Silk Floss from Mrs. Sadis. And look, I mean, my fabric is twice this big. And what I did, so I already had this corner in, but I had to be over there because I had my fabric oriented the wrong way when I started. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to get across the bottom of the fabric to get to the corner where I want to work.
Okay.
So I did about that much, and it was just under 300 stitches.
Nice.
And look at that needle minder. I love that octopus. He's so fun.
Something about that combination feels kind of deserty. I think it's the floss kind of feels like the desert.
Probably, but I thought it would look a little chaotic like the pandemic was.
Yeah, no, I like that.
And I have, you go. I have two left.
Well, it's the perfect time to slap this one in. So I also worked on my old dog.
Good.
And I didn't do that many stitches on it, but I brought it back out and started working on it. So that's half the battle. I am working on Death by Cross Stitch from Long Dog Samplers, and this is on a piece of 36 agave linen.
This is beautiful linen.
So here it is.
The screen.
Sorry, look. I'm just like,
no, I know what it's like to try and
so here's the whole thing. It's a little bit wrinkled because I haven't worked on it in a while. So I'll just show you the whole thing. I worked a little bit over there, but just show you the whole thing. And I'm using
Are you to the edge?
Yep, that's the corner over there. So I'm using mostly DMC 3809, just because I thought it looked good on this. I'm using some ecru, and then I have to look up what the color of the pink is for the hearts, but that's what I'm doing.
Awesome.
So this is back out. This is in the game that we're playing. This is one of the suits of cards. So prepare to see this a little bit more.
Every once in a while, Keisha gets a message from me that says, "Hey, I think I'm going to work on Pandemic this week." And then Keisha's like, "Oh,
I should
okay."
probably pull that out too.
That's her. Yeah, like that's Keisha's reminder.
Yeah.
Hey, we both have long dogs.
Right.
My next one is Jardin Privé, and it's Sampler a Bouquet. This one says too, but oh wait, here's the whole thing, which is what I'm doing. This one is a little bit of a struggle because I don't want to show you too much but I could show you this edge. So you can see my blue line going along here. You see this blue line I put in?
Yeah.
That's because when you go from there, this pattern was released in 3 parts and each part would stand alone. But if you're stitching them together, you have to omit part of it to get to the next one. So it's kind of interesting to figure out what I'm going to stitch next and where I need to go. And my go-to has been, I'm going to stitch something that's easy and big and identifiable. And then I will work on the stuff that, I can move attached to that. I'm just going to show you this because this is how big it is. Wow. So you can see I have little bottom stitches over on this side. So it'll go that far. But this time I worked on all that. Well, I put in this whole alphabet, this half of the alphabet, and the big cartouche outline and the other, everything over to the beetle. I love that beetle.
Yes, he's cool.
He's like my favorite thing. So I keep thinking I need to stitch him for everybody that I know.
He is it because you could put him in any color.
Yes.
He's cute.
And I went with basically the colors that they designed. However, I did pull some overdyes to use because you stitch enough of the block that I thought it would work. And this beautiful fabric is called Sunny Lara, and it was dyed for me by IX Stitch Doug, and it was from Doug and Vicky. So I thought it's such a pretty pale neutral that I could do the overdyes and it would be gorgeous on that. Okay, you have another one?
Nope, that's all I've got.
Okay, then I have one more. This one is last year's, don't slide, last year's New Year, New Start. And when I went back and looked, I only had 211 stitches in this thing for the whole year. And it is called New Year in the Village from Alessandra Adelaide. It is available as a PDF. So it works in my pattern keeper, which I love. And okay, the 200 stitches I had in was the little red bottom of the clock there.
Sure.
So this time I ended up putting in over 1,000 stitches. I cut the top off my fabric.
Oh, nice.
That's always nice. And my fabric is 32 count Skyfall from Fiberlicious. Let's just look at that. That's gorgeous. It's very dark, but I got the whole outline of the clock and started working on the center. And I just ran out of steam last night. So that was it. I still have between 200 and 300 stitches to fill in the little clock, and then I'll start filling in the clock tower.
All right. Nice.
So now, and it was at a pitiful number, but now it is over, I believe, 3%. So
awesome.
That was really fun. And okay, you know how you said you want to make your bag match things? This is from the Nice List box last year. It's one of the 3 that we got. And I just thought it kind of looks like that funky little village scene.
It does.
It's just the interior. So
love that. Love that. Yeah, I was telling Laura before we filmed that I put Seaglass in this one we got from a black needle box because these colors really match the colors in Seaglass. And for no other reason.
Okay, so do you guys do that? Do you match your bags to your project, or are you just like, yeah. Whatever's close?
I also got whenever I ordered my things for the sun, I just ordered one of these great big bags because I figured it'd get beaten up. Well, whenever you order it off of 1-2-3 Stitch, you don't get to pick the color. So I thought it was great that I got sent a yellow for the sun. So it looks intentional, but it wasn't.
Yes, that just works, and it's so much fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is all of our whips. And now you want to talk a little bit of planning?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I already know what's coming up this weekend, and you saw part of my stitching for this week because I was kind of determined to get through things. I was so excited to get to pandemic that I thought, I got to get through things again. So this one was not called, but it's been sitting for 2 weeks. So I'm thinking if I have a little time, I'm going to pull this one out. Stitcher's House from Stone Street Stitchworks. I just think that's gorgeous. And I have this on a piece of pink fabric from my stash. I don't think I have what it is, but this is about the color.
Oh, yeah.
Really pretty, really, really pretty. And this is what I have so far.
Oh, nice.
And I think I was trying to decide if I'm doing the called for colors. We always put everything down below in the drop down, but I just really like this. And I got in, I think I put in, I was trying to think. I was coming up this side, so I think I got all the greenery in for just a little over 100 stitches to start the year. But that'll get me, I just want to get my 750 in on it so I can move on because I have 26 projects, doggone it.
Yeah, there you go.
And I want to touch them all right now. I will have worked on 29 projects this month.
Nice, nice.
And the other one is my New Year New Start, which got the most pitiful little start. And it is this Happy Morning from Plum Street, which looks like this, except that I'm doing this version. The hard thing is that you have to figure out the directions because Paulette didn't put out 2 charts with it, and you just have to read to figure it out. I have a half yard of, it's right here, of 28 count dusk from Picture This Plus. So the fabric looks like that.
It's very pretty.
And it's, it's interesting to work with. And this was my New Year New Start.
All right.
This one, and it goes this way. See, because you leave a needle minder on so that you know. So I start in the bottom right, and that's my corner. I'm really, this one is fun. It just will take a lot of patience.
Right.
And so I'm happy this one came up. My goal is to get 2026 stitches in this thing. I think I'm going to give myself a little grace and do it over a couple of months.
There you go.
Just to start the year. And one of my plans is that anything I start this year, I'm going to try and put in 2026 stitches.
I like that.
I heard somebody else saying that there's a challenge where they pick 26 projects and they're putting in 2026 stitches per project.
Sure.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
I just thought I'll do this with my new starts for the year. And then I won't have something that has 200 stitches next year.
Right.
Or that. I mean, that might have been the only time I worked on it for the whole year if I wasn't pulling things out for our challenge.
Right.
So
for sure.
One of my plans that we had talked about is I'm supposed to do spooky stitching on the 13th and the 31st. Did I remember that it was the 13th?
No, I didn't remember we were doing that on the 13th.
No. And I was going to pull out Izzy Decayan. So I have made myself a note in my planner already. And I wrote on the 31st, I just boxed in one and said,
Uh-huh.
spooky stitching, Izzy decaying.
All
So
right. Well, I'll have to remember that I'm doing that on the 31st.
it just, you know, I want to get that done, and
Yeah,
that'll be
for
a
sure.
good way to pull it out. It's not part of my 26,
Mhm.
so it will never get pulled otherwise.
Right, right.
And I have a few other things, you can see them tucked over there, that are like, I would really like to work on those. Um, do you want to talk plans?
Yeah, sure. So you basically saw my plans for the year. I'm having a year where I'm focusing more on bigger projects and not focusing so much on, finishes. I'll have page finishes. Um, but I want to finish the pig this year. Uh, and I want to get 6 pages done on the sun
Mhm.
because we get a prize if you finish 6 pages. You get all of the patterns that were in the SAL, and there were a couple of them that I really liked. So I'd like to do that. I'd like to finish Seaglass this year. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I want to work more on Death by Cross Stitch because I have been pulled into the Long Dog Leap Day Sal because it sounds fun. So I want to finish that by the next Leap Day so that I can start a new thing.
There
Maybe
you
I'll
go.
start Pandemic because I have Pandemic. We'll see how it goes with Laura and see if she really likes it, and then I'll start it.
I will just be happy to like move through it. But I think I was trying to figure out why I wasn't excited to pull it out. And I think it's because I'm not in the right place for me.
Sure, sure.
So I think working over and not worrying about carrying it up or
Mhm.
anything else, not worrying about how much of a motif is there, will be fine. I have put like little tick marks. That's how I'm
Mhm.
counting it.
Right.
So it was pretty easy to follow along and do that. And I think I'm less than 300 stitches from the other
Oh, okay.
corner.
There you go.
And I'll have, more than that because it's a double line for one thing.
Mhm.
And it has the little pieces that I'll pop up.
Mhm.
But I will be happy to work some more on that.
Yes, yes.
I'm also being very intentional about my starts this year. Probably not worried about starting 26 things. Katie and I talked about this a little bit, and my goal is to hit 65 whips by the time I turn 65.
Mhm.
I have 2.5 years,
Mhm.
and I have 100. Oh, you'll hear news when we do our end of the month, but I figured out I had not put in a bunch of my 2025 starts. So I have about 136 whips right now.
Mm.
So maybe 135 because I won't count a fishtail as a whip until I start the box top.
Okay.
So it's on hiatus right
There
now.
we go.
But one thing I do want to start, um, Forbidden Fiber had a sale on um, hanks of cotton floss, and they had a good sale on it last year, and Katie bought a Zija
Yeah,
hank.
yeah.
This is mine.
Oh, I love that.
And I am going to, they're not against my purple, so you can
Mhm.
see it's a little more pinkish.
Mhm.
I want to start Cirque de Coeur. I think that's what it is, Cirque de Coeur from Ink Circles using that.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm just waiting until I feel like, I am in a place where I'm ready for another start. I was going to start it at the beginning of the year in January, and I thought, no, I'm really hooked on let's work on the 26
Yeah.
because I think I can finish a bunch of these. I stopped
Right.
telling you which ones I could finish, didn't I?
No, that's okay. She can finish a lot. Not. I've been looking at actually Ink Circles has, and I don't remember the name of the series because it's a series, but all the parts are out and they're kind of like affirmations. Like, there's like an abundance one or whatever, but there's a strength one. And I'm thinking about maybe buying that one and starting that. But I haven't bought it yet. So stay tuned to see if I actually do that.
And your ink circles you can buy as paper patterns,
Mhm.
or you can buy them as digital copies.
Mhm.
I did find out, I think I told you guys with the three that I had, um, the first base, Here Comes Trouble, and All Together Now. I couldn't put them in Pattern Keeper because when she designed it, she took a little corner out. And my Pattern Keeper, I don't play with it enough to know how to get it to work around that and set up a grid, because it wouldn't recognize it as a full grid. So, but I still use the PDF and just blew it up on my Kindle,
which is nice.
So, but most of her things go right in. I have Half the Fun that, and Bountiful that we're doing. No, what's ours called? Bluegrass. Bountiful's You and I and Friends. But Bluegrass are both in my Pattern Keeper. And so yes, I use that. And I've been trying not to look a whole lot at my Pattern Keeper because there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
The one thing that we are going to both start is 324. And we will be doing that on March 24th. And in talking with one of my friends, she said that she used these things that she got from Amazon.
Okay.
And they, I mean, they're meant to hold your floss. They say cross stitch. You can hang them all from this little thing. And I saw how she had it done, and she told me she just bought the DMC stickers.
Oh, okay.
And put them, the labels, she put them on these things. This particular set comes 20 of these things to a package, which will give me enough plus a few extras. And I think I didn't count. There are 20 spaces per card.
Okay.
So my plan is to just kind of start gathering the DMCs, and I want to set these up first, get them ready to go. And then I'm just going to put like one length on there because each motif is either 25 stitch square or up to about 80-ish stitches for a motif.
Yeah.
And so I think one length will be good. She also said that what she's doing is she's keeping that as a permanent set of all the colors.
Oh, nice.
And then like when she goes to retreats and things, she's just throwing that in her bag because it doesn't take up that much room. And she said, you know how you always get to retreat and you think, oh, I'd like to put my initials on something, or somebody's bringing around a project that they want you to just put a few stitches in. Well, she has her whole set.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, because really you're only going to use one of the 6 strands.
Yeah.
So it would be a good way to have that set all together and not a ton of it invested in that.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Kind of my thought is I was going to go through all the floss that I have right now, and then, like you said, pull a couple of lengths and maybe set it up for a couple of weeks or a month, and then put it back in my stuff. That's
my one of the ones that I was working on, and now I'm trying to think. One of them has a ton of DMC in it. And I thought, oh, well, if I get this all set up, then I can go in and pull out one of each and put them on there. And it's not going to affect the other project at all. And I have plenty of DMC that needs to be organized. So I could go through and figure out which ones I have and which ones I don't.
Yeah.
My fear is that I'm going to get everything on there. It's not a real fear. And that I'm not going to have the one that I need to start with.
Of course. Yeah. Because that's always the way, right? You have all the DMC in the world except for the one that you need.
And I may get my fabric, and I have in the past on a sampler run a guide stitch, just gone. Usually I do like over a stitch, under a stitch, over a stitch, under a stitch, all the way up. And that would give me, I could count easily that way. I might do it one vertical and one horizontal and kind of know exactly. I mean, I shouldn't have a problem once I get a whole row in, but
yeah. If you want to skip around, that's probably a good idea.
And Keisha and I are planning to do one motif a day. We're averaging one motif a day because a little more than 25 and a little less than 80.
Mhm.
And we figured out that if we do that, I could look, but I don't think I need to. I think we figured we would finish by September sometime.
Yeah, I think so.
So it'll be a daily thing again,
Yeah,
which I don't know if you're doing a daily stitch currently,
not right now.
but it is a weird feeling now because we've
Yeah,
had two for a
right.
while,
Yeah, we were just doing back to back. Yeah, it is kind of weird to not have it.
but I'm using my time.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
we told you stick around to the end, and
Yeah.
we have been chatting quite a bit.
Yes, yes.
So it's our 200th episode.
Fireworks, fireworks, fireworks.
So we have decided that we are going to give a $25 gift card to 123 Stitch.
Yes.
The rules, you know them, you love them. You must be at least 18 because this is a gift card. It can go anywhere in the US because we are just going to email you anywhere in the world because we can just email you the information. I saw Keisha's face and said,
I thought about it for a second.
We need a question.
Yeah, yeah. What's your favorite whip of one of ours?
That's what I was thinking.
See, we're there. It's 200. We got it. We got it.
So answer that down below. Don't say giveaway. Don't say prize. Don't say any of those words that the trolls look for.
Right.
But get that in and we will draw in a few weeks and let you know who gets the gift card. So
I'll have to change my mind because I can't say Blackberry House anymore because you finished that thing. I'll have to figure it out.
You're still working on mine, so.
All right, well.
But anyway, this was a long and rambly episode together.
Yeah, yeah. And we've had 200 shows worth of shenanigans.
So if you're here for a few more shenanigans with us,
we'll take
we appreciate it. But for now, all that's left to say is bye.
Bye. Have a good week.